starting in the East, you have Boston half game over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been on fire, winning 8 out of their last 10 games. Baltimore is 5 back of Boston, and then you have the Yankees 7.5 back. In the Central, you have Detroit 3 games up on Cleveland. Kansas City 7 back, playing 500 ball. That'd be interesting. Moving on to the West, the Oakland Athletics, man, they have been pretty good, winning 6 out of their last 10 games. Texas struggling, losers of 4 straight. Texas is 5.5 back. And you have Seattle overtaking the Angels for the 3rd place spot in the West. Angels have been an absolute disaster with the payroll that they have and the lineup that they should be producing. It has been non-existent offensively. -11 in run differential. In the National League, starting in the East, you have the Atlanta Braves 8 up on the Washington Nationals. But the Nationals are picking it up right now, winners of 3 in a row. And Philadelphia still keeps sliding, losers of 8 straight games. In the Central, you have the St. Louis Cardinals still holding on to that division over the Pittsburgh Pirates by 2 games. And then you have the Cincinnati Reds 5 back. In the West, you have the Dodgers, winners of 8 out of their last 10 games. Been pretty good, winners of 2 straight. And Arizona, losers of 2 straight. So, I mean, this division is still up for grabs. You have Colorado 5.5 back. San Diego 8.5 back. San Francisco 9.5 back. I don't consider San Francisco out just yet. If they can get a couple wins together, we'll see what happens. But they've lost 4 in a row. And their pitching, which has been unbelievable in their World Series runs, it's been non-existent this season. It's been very inconsistent. You have Matt Cain struggling, and obviously Tim Lincecum has just been a shadow of his former self this year, other than the no-hitter. But honestly, it's going to be tough for the defending champions to come back. Looking at the wild card standings, however, the New York Yankees are not that far out. You have Tampa Bay and Baltimore in 1-2. And then you have Cleveland, Texas, and then the Yankees. They can make a run. I mean, they're not out of it yet. They grabbed a bat that they needed. Now all they need is someone in the infield. And honestly, Pineda's been staying in AAA. Let's move him up to the major leagues, see what happens. Who knows? I think that'd be a huge move for the Yankees. But we don't know. I mean, the Yankees know what they're doing. They've won a lot of championships. But we'll see moving forward. In the National League, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds in a 1-2 spot for the wild card spots. You have Arizona, Washington, and Colorado. 4.5 back, 7.5 back, or 7 back, and then 8 back. So good news for the Yankees. Even worse news for the Los Angeles Angels. Albert Pujols going on the DL with a tear in his left foot that could end his season. Manager Mike Scioscia said the star will be sidelined for a significant amount of time. Pujols has a partially torn plantar fascia, I believe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. An injury that has bothered him most of the season. He aggravated it while running out a single in the 9th inning of Friday's 6-4 loss to Oakland. Now, this is huge. Apparently, according to Scioscia, in talking with Albert about this, he said that this is something that, according to Albert, has been going on for 6 or 7 years. It's been going on for a long time, and he's managed it. This is a big blow to our team right now. Yeah. Considering this team has underperformed by far, and everyone says the Nationals have underperformed, they're still in it. The Angels are fading fast. And a lot of it has to do to the fact that they are not staying healthy. I get it. But the problem is when they do stay healthy, they're not producing at all. Pujols signed a 10-year contract, $240 million. This is going to be a long contract. It's debated. A lot of people debate it to the Alex Rodriguez contract. I don't know. Depending on how Pujols looks the rest of the way. I mean, if I were the Angels, this is a lost season as is. I mean, if you guys can't stay healthy, especially in the pitching aspect, this is not going to look good. Shut him down and come back strong next season. And with Albert in the middle of that lineup, he'll be huge. But if he tries to come back now, I just see this becoming more of an A-Rod situation where his production will just tank, and it will not be pretty for the Angels. I mean, this team usually is a team that doesn't go out and spend money, but when it does, look what you become. That's all I got to say about that. Jake Peavy, moving on to Chicago, is considered one of the higher prospects in the trade market right now. Obviously, with Matt Garza going to Texas and Rafael Soriano with the Yankees, there seems like there wasn't a lot of trades going on. But, I mean, Jake Peavy, he's a good arm. Right now, he has a 4.28 ERA and an 8-4 record on the season. Again, according to a clubhouse attendant, he walked into Chicago's White Sox locker room with 5 packed suitcases and Jake Peavy in tow. It's going to be an inevitable trade. I don't know who or which teams could be up for grabs. I mean, you have the Boston Red Sox, who have had a lot of pitching issues so far. They can't stay healthy. The St. Louis Cardinals, if they got another arm, they'll be huge going forward. Same with the Atlanta Braves and the Dodgers as well. Considering that Braves lost a starter, Tim Hudson, earlier this week, they seem like they have a lot more to gain from picking up Jake Peavy. Obviously, with the Red Sox battling the Tampa Bay Rays for the first place spot in the American League East, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough, but who knows? Again, I think he's the hottest commodity on the trade market right now, and all these teams are potential playoff teams. I mean, Boston obviously in first place right now in their division. St. Louis up there, Atlanta up there, and the Dodgers up there as well. Jake Peavy can be the difference in putting them over the top and putting them in the World Series. Looking at the rotations, honestly, Jake Peavy could be a number 2 or number 3. So I mean, he has the stuff, and he's playing. He has 8 wins on a White Sox team that isn't really doing that well this season. So who knows? And honestly, this could be huge. Again, this is probably going to be the last big name moved to the trade deadline. I don't really see any other names moving forward. I mean, if maybe the Phillies with Chase Utley, that's been the talk for the last couple weeks. I don't see the Giants blowing anything up. I think maybe it's just a down year. Hey, they won the World Series last year. I can't blame them. Winners of 2 of the last 3 World Series. You know, you can't win them all. All right, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll talk about the ACL and what a problem it has been for NFL players coming out of training camp already. And Johnny Manziel, this guy has had so much publicity the last couple of weeks, and there he goes again, getting himself into some trouble. But hey, sometimes I feel that the media blows this a little bit out of proportion. We'll tell you what the latest with that. And how would you feel if your agent cost you $2 million? I'll tell you which NFL player this occurred to right after the break. You were listening to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone on Spreaker Radio. welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone. I'm your host, Sam Cerrone, coming to you live from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Yes, it does say Washington Grove on the podcast, but that's because technology picks it up. My address says Gaithersburg. That's all I'm saying about that. All right, Johnny Manziel, man, what has this guy gotten into in the last year? I mean, I get it. Look, first freshman ever to win the Heisman Trophy. And his family has money. You know, his family is very blessed. And he's able to do what a lot of college kids wish they could do. You know, you meet LeBron, you hang out with celebrities. You have a great girlfriend, or did, I don't know. Now, when you're a quarterback, or if you are on a sports team of any sort, going down to another school where you may not be as liked. I've been there. I'm not saying it was to the magnitude of this, but I've been there. You know, I played soccer for a couple years. You know, dated a girl that went to our arch rival school. And yeah, sometimes I got the look. Sometimes I got that look of, hey, he goes to that school. And that's fine. You know, you have to take the criticism as it comes. But for Johnny Manziel, it was a lot worse than what I had to go through. Apparently, Johnny Manziel decided to go to a party down in Austin, Texas. The problem is, the frat boys of Austin don't really take kindly to their longtime rivals. Apparently, Manziel attending a frat party in the West Campus area near the University of Texas was, quote-unquote, quickly and harshly kicked out of the event Friday night, according to SB Nation's Texas site Burnt Orange Nation. A brief YouTube video accompanying the SB Nation report shows Manziel barely evading the brunt of airborne beer can amid screams that include, "Get the F out," as he leaves the party across an outdoor patio in a soaked pink golf shirt and black baseball cap. According to other reports, Manziel stayed in Austin on Saturday and attended a daytime frat